for you a little bit of pan porn. Yeah, I'm not being rude. It's what panners call, well, the joy of seeing pan in a product, in a makeup product. So I have quite a bit of pan in a lot of product. So I'm just going to go straight into it. I'm just literally going to show you what I have. So I have this macaron lip balm. It's got a little bit of pan in there. I use that daily. Go back in my daily drawer. Oh, I hate that squeak. I have an MUA blush here. There's an awful lot of pan there. Very happy because it's a blush. I have my Frat Boy blush sample, which I actually use as an eyeshadow. Plenty of pan there. It's currently in a project pan. Another thing in a project pan is my Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells palette. Sneaky preview for you here. Lots of pan there. Another Wet n Wild product. This is a Brulee single eyeshadow in Brulee or creme brulee, whatever you want to call it. Going on to a concealer, I have the Benefit Boing Airbrush Concealer in shade 1. This is also in a current project pan, so I have side pan there. Side pan counts. It does. Then I have a couple of Maybelline colour tattoos. The first one is my Permanent Taupe. I use this as an eye base. Currently got it on today, so plenty of pan there. A lot of these are in current project pans. Then another one, this is my Maybelline colour tattoo in pink gold. Look at all of that. I'm planning to use this all up this year, so we shall see. Then I have a single eyeshadow from MUA. This is a gorgeous eyeshadow, got a bit of pan in the middle there. Gorgeous bronze shade this, absolutely recommend. This is in the shade Copper, stunning, absolutely stunning that one. I have a couple of colour pops here. So of course my most favourite, and everyone knows I love this. This is Issa. Got a little bit of pan there, but it's alright. I've got a backup, I'm okay. The next one is in XO. It's beautiful pink shimmery colour. Beautiful pan. These are pretty easy to hit pan, but then you can, because of the texture of the Maybelline, not the Maybelline, because of the Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadows texture, you can kind of shift around the product so it then covers the pan. This one is in Bumblebee, not Bumble, Bubble Bee. Beautiful orange. So yeah, you can shift the product around so it's not quite like pan, but you can do that with pretty much most cream products. And then the final colour pop is in Snapdragon, and I got a bit of pan there. But a bit of pan is a bit of pan. That's what I say anyway. So those are all my Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadows. Then I have this Smooch duo in Seattle. I don't know where Smooch is from. I wouldn't know where you would be able to buy this. My mother-in-law gave me this. So I have double pan there. This actually makes a really gorgeous eyeshadow look. Stunning, beautiful. Yeah, never heard of Smooch Cosmetics though. The next item I have for you is the My Sign Scorpio palette by Makeup Revolution, and I have pan in the eyebrow powder there. So this is a beautiful palette, beautiful purples in there. So yeah, really like using that. The next item I have pan in is my Sleek Solstice palette, and I've hit pan in this shade. Can you see? This palette's actually starting to dry out, so the colour pigmentation isn't as great as it used to be. But the poor bugger's at least, what, 2.5, 3 years old now, so yeah, God bless it. The next item I have is my Hoola bronzer. This is a sample one, and I have to hold it because it will fall out. So plenty of pan there, lots of pan, it's all going good. And then moving on to palettes that I have pan in. So I have a Makeup Revolution blush palette in the Blush Melts. And I used this blush up completely, and I have hit pan on here, but I'm not sure if you can see, it's just there. But I think there's a little bit of colour just covering it. But yeah, cream blush palette. Then I have my L'Oreal palette nude in Rosé. Lots of pan here. This is in a current project. So lots of pan, one whole missing pan, like completely, and then 2 with a lot of pan in there. My Pan That palette for the year is the Maybelline Blush Nudes. Before I break a fingernail, let's get my trusty little tool out. And of course, if you've been watching my Pan That palette, you'll know there's plenty of pan in this one. My Beyond Flawless palette is also in a current project pan. And sneaky, sneaky, peeky, peeky, I currently have this with a bit of pan in, and this one has a bit of pan in. So can you see? Yeah. So 2 bits of pan in there. Moving on, I have my I Heart Makeup Chocolate and Peaches palette, now known as Revolution. And there's lots of pan in this palette. I did contemplate using this as my Pan That palette this year, but I decided to go for the Blush Nudes one. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 pans of in this palette. So yeah, and a couple of good dips going on as well, so that's good. Then I have another I Heart Makeup chocolate palette, and this is the Chocolate Love palette. Now I do have one whole empty pan here, but that isn't because I used it up, that's because the powder or the shade that was in there kept going seriously hard pan every time I tried to use it. I'd scrape off the top layer, it would go hard pan again. I tried repressing it, it would go hard pan again. It was just, I don't know what was wrong with that shade, but it was completely useless. So I just took it out completely. And then I have 1, 2 and 3 pans in here. This is a really pretty palette. I love using this palette. I love using it. And there's some nice cool tones in there as well. This is the Makeup Revolution Love the Revolution palette. Came as a free gift with purchase. And I have pan in highlighter just there. So this is a beautiful highlighter, absolutely stunning. I don't generally use the eyeshadows in here very often. In fact, I haven't used them at all much. But I might dig into this side soon, or not dig in, but you know, try and start using this side up. I'm not too interested in this side. They're all like shimmery and not really colours I would want to use, but this side is all mattes, so I may start like having to play with this palette at some point in the future because it is getting old. A recent pan is my Essence Mermaid Shell palette. This is the My Shell is My Castle palette. It's got gorgeous drawing on the front. And then itty bitty tiny little pan in this purple shade. Itty bitty, itty bitty, tiny, tiny. But I did hit it. It's a gorgeous blue purple shade, that one. And then in my Barry M Supernatural eyeshadow palette, which is this one, we have pan in this one. This is a great transition colour, so I pretty much used it for that. I do love these like mauvey shades for transitions, so you'll find in a lot of my palettes the mauvey, purple, pinky sort of colours tend to get hit pan first. Yeah. And then another contender for my Pan That palette this year was my Sleek Eye Divine palette in the Ultra Matte version 2 Darks. And you'll see why when I open it up. So this is the colours. So it's all dark shades, all mattes. And I have 1, 2 and 3 pans. This one is a quite significant pan as well. And these are all mattes, so can easily like blend them into any eye colour, eye look you're making. So, but I chose not to go ahead with that one. So that was that. So that is it. That is all the pan I have in my collection. There will be more coming. Because I love project panning, and I thank the Pantastic Ladies for that. So I will link their Facebook as always for you down below. Anyway, before I go ranting, thank you very much for watching. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.